And blessings. Welcome to Enhanced Holistically Tarot and Life Advice. How are you guys doing? Oh my God. Yes, I know it's been a long time since I've been on with you guys, but I've truly missed you. But like everyone else, just needing time to reset, realign, reflect, all of the re's, okay? So, I really appreciate you tuning in for those that are getting a chance to do so. For those of you that do not know me, because I have been off YouTube for quite some time, of course, I've been moving. We've moved back from Georgia back to, we moved from Georgia back to Ohio, readjusting in every way, okay? Mind, body, spirit, and soul, and just really having to get some things underway so that so I can give the best version of myself to you guys and to others in my social circle and those that are in my vortex. So I appreciate you coming back. I know by this time COVID is pretty much dying down, but everyone is still practicing social distancing and whatnot. My apologies, my condolences go out to anyone that may have been affected, or whoever family member may have been affected, or those of you that have lost loved ones. But I want to tell you that we are not, I repeat, we are not to live in fear. Okay. So we have to believe that we need to continue to be wise. However, do not live in fear, because fear and faith cannot dwell in the same camp. Okay. And what I mean by that is, of course, when this whole thing hit, it really limited a lot of social interactions, which is to be expected to protect. However, it got to the point where people were treating other people like they were diseased, okay? And we need that human interaction. However, hopefully a lot of you have used this time to do things like do some introspection, okay? Look inside yourself. A lot of you might have spent time by yourself during this time because of quarantine or whatever the case may be, because of the guidance. But hopefully you use this time to your advantage and you were able to do some introspection. You were able to sit down and write down business plans. You spent more time with your children, your spouse, your significant other, your family members within your household. Hopefully you got a chance to really, really dig deep though and do some self-healing, some, like I said, some self-reflection, all of the things that you've been wanting to truly manifest. Hopefully you have taken the time to do so to make us great. So after this is all said and done, we may have to adjust to a new normal, but you can say you came out better than what you went into it. To me, this was spirit in the divine's way of saying everything stops, everything cease. Get back to the basics, okay? Start. A lot of us have gotten the epiphany to start growing gardens. People that would have never thought to grow gardens before, okay? Because they depend on the supermarket, much like we all do. However, if you noticed, a lot of stuff was becoming scarce and still is scarce. So I feel like the divine was giving us nudges and synchronicities that let us know we need to get back to the basics. A lot of us had stopped kind of meditating, myself included. I had kind of got into the hustle and bustle of life, and I started getting off balance. Okay, and I couldn't possibly come up here and relay and be a clear channel for the messages that the ancestors and the divine gives me to you, and not take into account that I need to center and ground myself. So until all that was over with, and I felt like I got back into a good spiritual space, a good mental space, okay, and physical space, because right now we are in an Airbnb until our tenants move out, so we're just waiting to transition back. However, we're the most stable we've been in probably the last 3 months, honestly. But getting back to using this time wisely, okay? Um, Building gardens is what I was starting to say. A lot of people had gotten into having the desire, birth to grow their own garden so that they can have more fruits and vegetables. If you notice, a lot of the plants, the chicken plants, the meat plants, the pork plants, if you eat pork, a lot of those are starting to be affected. They're starting to say that people were popping up with COVID, possibly passing it on to the food. And again, it's getting back to the basics, and then and setting some time apart to fast from certain things, such as meat, such as sugar, and just eat more fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds. All right, so that we can be a clear channel, so we can have that clarity of our mind, so our spirit guides and our divine and whoever whatever you believe in can have a clear channel to download for you. So again, hopefully y'all are all safe. Y'all are all good. I know people are businesses and whatnot are starting to kind of like open back up. Still use wisdom. Don't go back into the rigmarole. Don't go back into the matrix. Don't get back. Just jump back into being distracted, because it's very easy to do. It starts very subtle. It also, to me, for me, it made me appreciate how much of a convenience I have versus the need. A lot of things we do day to day, we don't really need to do them. We have what we need. We have security, we have food, water, we have love, we have, our confidence about ourselves. And a lot of places that we go when we were restricted to go, it allowed us to save some money. Okay. And I personally came into a great investment situation where I was able to save some money and multiply my money. And if you're interested in that, you can comment. Okay, that's something different. But right now, I'm about to get into today's or this evening's reading. It's almost 7 o'clock in the evening here. I usually do readings in the morning or the early afternoon, but since I'm just starting to get back into the swing of things, it's going to be whenever I have time, and I have a lot of time right now. So right now I'm not working per se. I start something next week, and even that is just going to still be about 3 days a week. But I'm good. I feel like me and my lover, my fiance, I feel like we have been reconnected on a different level. You really learn what you're made of when you go through these types of hardships. And so I hope a lot of you have gotten a chance to get closer to your significant other, your spouse, your children. A lot of homeschooling, talking about going back to the basics. When the schools closed up, a lot of you had to homeschool, and that was a challenge. However, it allowed you to have an appreciation, one, for the teachers, and then two, it allowed you to carve out time to spend more time with your children and really get into what they're studying in school, because everything that's taught in school is not the truth. Okay, so need I say more? All right, the law of attraction card that came out was intuition. And hopefully you can see I'm sitting across from a window, because that's the most natural light I have right now. My intuition guides me to people, places, and jobs that I enjoy. Your intuition definitely does. Your intuition is led by whatever your faith base is, and that is continuously being honed in on. Excuse me. It's continuously being sharpened. It's continuously being clear for you to get what it is that you need to do, dealing with your relationships. So, segue, I'm going to start doing like live, I guess you can call them Zooms, seminars. I've invested in myself to get myself in front of a virtual audience and then drill down according to people's interests. And it's going to be covering the pillars of life per se. I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to call it, but it's kind of drilling down to dealing with the things we deal with every day. We deal with relationships every day, whether it be work, family, ourselves, whatever, our finances, okay, entrepreneurship, businesses, spirituality, definitely, okay. And then last but not least, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Money, business, and then whatever your goals just might be. Okay, your goals and aspirations. I'm leaving off something and it's really bothering me. So it's more or less, just covering those things that we truly deal with day to day. We are all multifaceted. We all have different dynamics, and we all have to do like this chameleon thing, whether we're at work, whether we're at home, whether we're trying to pursue things personally in our spiritual endeavors, or if we are just dealing with everyday people. Seriously. So your money matters, your finances are a part of that. Your Dealing with money is a personality too, because you have to have a good relationship with money. And one of my great, great, great speakers is Lisa Nichols. I really love her seminars. I did her public speaking platform classes. And those are the pillars that she delved in, but I want to put a different twist on it. Um, so, one more card, Spirit. Two cards have come out already. I'm using the Crystal Oracle cards. I want to say it's the Crystal Angel Oracle cards. But the first one that came out was the Rubelite, talking about your passion and purpose. And it reads, your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. It goes back to your intuition. When you have a clear path and when you yourself is clear, when you've been doing all the things, the practices that keep you sound, of sound mind, spirit, and gives you the best situation so that you can get messages, then that's just exactly what will happen. You will have that fire to fuel your purpose and your passion. And a lot of us are still discovering what that is at any given time in our lifespan. While we're in this time space reality, while we're in this vortex, as you call it, we're getting more and more clear. A lot of us too, talking about purification and detoxification, which is the next crystal angel card, garnet. And please forgive me. I know this is crystals. I don't know if this is the angels. Not sure. Don't have the box. But not taken away from the message. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. This COVID-19 quarantine, stay at home. This was the perfect time to do that. This was the perfect time to really get into your psyche and figure out what it is that you think that is healthy and the things that are no longer serving you, and to dismiss those things. So hopefully you took the time to do that. And then you have the Tanzanite, ready to love again. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. For a lot of you, this may be relationships, and for a lot of you, this might be love for self. This might be calling for self forgiveness, self rejuvenation, okay, transformation, rejuvenation, getting back to the basics, plain put, period. Okay. All right. So that my mouth is getting dry. Let me take a swig of my tea. It's very hot. Okay, cool. So that's that. Let's see. Ooh, this came out before I even got the chance to really shuffle, Spirit. We've already set the atmosphere. If I hadn't mentioned, I've already cleansed the area, invited the ancestors, angels, archangels, divine, into the divine. Speaking of divine, and then the divine guidance card comes out. We've invited all of these positive, healthy entities in that will help us to the path of our highest good. I sanctify myself as a clear channel to deliver these messages so that people can have some kind of direction. Keeping in mind, you guys, that you never give your power to another person. So anything that comes out in this reading is really a confirmation or to give you some type of caution. If you're feeling like these things are transforming and you're kind of going down the way, the cards will say, but it's a generalized reading. I don't really read for any astrological signs. Energy is fluid, and so that's the way I flow. As you can see, I've cut my hair. I had to try to do something different. I had a birthday at the end of April, so I was trying to be my best self and live my larger than life self. Okay, one more card, Spirit, from this oracle. Thank you, thank you. Retreat was the next card. Let me get this third card out, and we'll talk about these last two. One more card, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, retreat goes along with what I've been saying about retreat is not always going on a vacation, even though for some of you, I think all of us at this point need a vacation. However, this may be talking about just stealing that time, be getting in hermit mode for some of you. And I wonder if that's going to come out in the tarot because I just said it without even thinking about it. But getting in that hermit mode, getting in that mode where you're able to hear clearly, you're able to detoxify your spirit, your mind, your body. A lot of spiritual work, spiritual baths, meditations. For some of you, spell work. in a positive manner for yourself to just get that inner healing going. So that retreat is not always going to maybe a destination, but it very well just maybe talking about maybe doing a staycation, which we're all doing right now involuntarily, but doing a staycation to get down to the root of matters. And once you get clear of all that crap, you guys, then your answered prayers will come through. Okay, then you'll start having vivid dreams. You'll start astral projecting to a place where spirit wants you to get a lesson from or get an idea from. All of this will become clear. It makes so much sense. Makes so much sense, doesn't it? Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and get into the tarot. So keep in mind all of what's been said in the oracle. Usually they translate to what the spread is for. Forgive me for shaking the table. Usually they translate for what's going to come out in the tarot. So just keep that alive in your spirit. Prayerfully, you're in a mind's eye where you're not distracted and you can actually hear as I'm talking and getting downloads of what to say, what spirit has for you. And all in all, I think the message is just to get clear. This was the time to truly get clear. Get back to a place of solitude. That just flew out. The Ace of Wands, yes. I know personally, I have really adopted this energy of the Ace of Wands. The Wands is a fire. It's a fire. It deals with the fire sign, the fire action, making a move, starting a new project, having really good ideas, strategies for something new, whatever that may be. But it's at the very beginning. Okay, you see how the leaves are just starting to really sprout on this wand, and the divine is shining and illuminating all over it. So that means that whatever it is that you're starting, a new relationship, a new business opportunity, a new job, whatever that might be, or just having strategies for how you're to maneuver going forward in your spiritual walk, whatever that case may be, the divine is really shining and illuminating that. And this is truly a new beginning. So take this staff. Some of you may be going on a trip soon. When everything opens back up, you may be moving, whatever the case may be. But this is the premise, if you will, for the reading. So this means that we're going places. But like we said, we had the divine guidance, we had the retreat, and we had the answered prayer. So after all of that has been settled and clear and reset, much like I had to do, then the newness of everything, the transformations are going to start coming in. The opportunities, too many cards, are going to be coming in like a flood. So stay tuned for that, you guys. I really miss y'all. I really want you to subscribe and comment in the comment box. Please put something that's going to be uplifting and empowering to those other listeners and those other people that may see your comments. Please keep it clean and classy. Okay. Wonderful. So let's talk about where you are right now. Let's see. Okay. Keep in mind, none of what comes out would be bad. This is only going to be for our highest good. The Empress. The Empress is very sure of herself. She is truly in a mode of taking care of her business. She is very sure of herself by this chance, and this is you. This is also in the Taurus realm, as you can see, the bull sitting there. But she is ready to command, and she's also ready to protect, as you can see with her scepter and shield. So she is blocking those things, even blocking some people. Okay, that are no longer for her highest good. You may have to change your whole social circle, but she is also commanded the things that she wants. Okay, she is really in her prime right now. She is the empress. She is willing to see and command what it is that she wants in her life, and she's living her best life. Okay, this is a feminine energy, but keep in mind it is fluid, it's energy nonetheless. Whether you're male looking at this or whether you're female, you can adopt the attributes, okay, the power from the cards. What is crossing? There's a card turned over in this deck. I haven't seen it again yet, but when I do, there it is. All right, so some of you are in this Eight of Swords. Some of you may be feeling trapped. Okay, you want to live this larger than life of Empress, but you might be having some struggles in your mindset. You might be feeling like you are not moving forward in a situation, in whatever pillar that might be for you. But swords deal a lot with communication and clarity. So you may be in your head about a lot of things. Okay, and here it is, the bull that's in the background once again. All right. You may be feeling tied up. That might be some of the struggles that's going on. It might be not be a physical thing. It might not be that you're stuck or stagnant in reality, but in your head, in your mind, you may be feeling that for some of you. Okay. But keep in mind that these things are forever revolving. If nothing more, spirit is just giving you kind of a caution not to get into this space right here. All right, because you have all, you're at the very beginning. Some of you may be feeling like you're not confident to move forward, okay, in whatever this situation is. Like, because keep in mind, this is you, but the best of us get into a space at times where we're not careful, where we do become feeling as though we're stuck and stagnant or we don't know which direction to go. Let's continue moving on because I feel like this is going to give us some direction here. Okay, what is in the subconscious of this reading? What's going on? The Queen of Cups, okay? So the Queen of Cups, as you can see, she's like no nonsense in her feelings, her emotions. She's very sure of herself. I feel by her covering this cup that she is very strategic about who she's letting in her circle, who she's feeling like she needs to trust, because we're talking about matters of the heart. Okay. Who do I need to trust? And this might be right now where you are is trying to figure out, should I move forward? This might be a relationship for some of you. You may be reevaluating your relationship. And like I said, the newness is just around the corner because we had that Ace of Swords. I mean, the Ace of Wands, excuse me. And you may be needing to take some action. If you don't like the situation that you're in, it's up to you to change it. Only you can change it. Okay. At the end of the day, if you're not happy with the situation and after you and your significant other, partner, spouse have talked about it, or whatever the relationship, it could be a sibling relationship, you have to decide what is going to be in your best interest, what is going to make you thrive. If there's an issue, don't keep ignoring it. Don't ignore it. The spirit of avoidance is not a good thing to have. Not to say you have to discuss every single situation, every single thing. But when things are giving you angst where you can't sleep at night and it's causing anxiety, you need to go ahead and talk about that thing. But she's very sure, and that's how we need to be. We need to be very sure of what's going on in the matters of the heart. Always. Okay. So let's see here. What was in the past position? I'm loving this reading already. It's really like, ooh, it's a whole lot of cards that fell out, and so that I can get the most clearest guidance, I'm just gonna ask Spirit to give me one or two at most at a time. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying not to shake the table because you guys are on the table. I can't wait to move back into my house, you guys, and really set up my space, my zone here. Strength, the strength card. Okay. Yes, this is Leo energy, the number 8. You really are being strengthened through whatever is going on, whatever obstacles you've had in the past. You're being you're moving forward. I feel like you're charging forward. You're looking up to the divine. You're getting the messages that you needed. Okay. But you get stuck right here in this energy that's crossing you sometimes. But this, you've been strengthened, you've been divinely guided. Some of you ignore your intuition, and that's something we have to get out of. You always say something told me and I didn't do it, and that something was your spirit. That something was your spirit guide or your angels or your ancestors giving you gentle nudges. Don't go that way, go this way. Okay, and then you end up getting in a spirit of regret. All right, 2 cards. Okay, so the first card that came out here is going to be is the Knight of Wands. Okay, and like I said, wands deal with any kind of strategic projects, action of some sort. But this is a very, very young energy, so it's kind of like in the infancy. We know that the beginning of something is starting, but right now, in the present sense, seems it may seem like things are moving a bit fast for you because you're charging ahead. The only caution I say about this is to make sure that you slow down and look at the details of a thing, whatever it may be, your relationship, your next opportunity that presents itself. try to slow down and make sure that you're counting the cost, okay, of whatever you're about to get into. Because while you have a new beginning here and it's bright, sometimes we can forge ahead very quickly and we miss the details, okay? And like they say, the devil's is in the details. So make sure that you're seeking out some kind of guidance if you need to do that, some kind of resources, whatever the case may be. It's just more or less that you need to start kind of slow this energy down a little bit. Then you have the Page of Swords. So a message is coming in for some of you in this future position. A message of clarity. It's at the very tip top. It might be new information that you need about this new endeavor that you're going on. All right, you might be moving real fast, but someone is going to send you something to kind of make you be like, okay, wait, let me rethink this. Let me see what it is I need to do first, second, third, fourth, and so on. Okay, so that's where a lot of you are. Let me shift my stuff because I'm running out of space. I don't care how big my table is. I find a way to fill it. I really do. Let me take a swig. Y'all like my cup? Reliable, independent, romantic. Guess where I got it from, y'all? I think I got it from Dollar General. Something like that. Let me move this over here so it won't spill. All right, let's go ahead and finish this reading, guys. I hope you guys are feeling encouraged and empowered. Because anything that comes across is for your highest good. It's either letting you know you're on the right path, you're doing good in this area, but hey, you need to put more attention in this area. So never take anything that comes out as a rebuke. Okay. To be forearmed is to be forewarned is to be forearmed. Yes, Nine of Cups. Going back kind of to what you're wishing for. You got a lot of options right now. So that's why this energy is kind of swifting in. But then you have to sit down and be like, oh my God, I got so many things. I have so many courses of action, as we used to say in the military. I got a lot of courses of action. Need to sit down and figure out how I'm going to prioritize what's before me. Okay. And your intuition does that. Remember the law of attraction card. My intuition guides me to people, places, and jobs that I enjoy. Not only that, it guides you on how to execute in the matters of your people, places, and things. Okay. All right, justice. Some of you are weighing some things in the balance. It may be something legal that you may be embarking upon or having to go through. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It just means that, in all fairness and judgment for your highest good, that something is being weighed. Someone is making a decision somewhere, whether it be you or some other party is making a decision on your behalf, possibly. So the justice card is there, okay? It's in the environment. Somebody's making decisions somewhere. It could be you, it could be whoever you're dealing with in a partnership situation. We don't know. The magician. Oh, I love the magician. This is in your hopes and fears position. What I'll say about the magician is it's always a great card. I'll say this too. We have all the tools we need. Some tools are sharper than others, and some are in a dull state, and we need to get them sharpened. But you have all the tools you need to execute whatever it is. It is whatever it is. And like I said, the devil's in the details of how, when, the timing, the structure, the alignment, and using these tools. But you have them all at your disposal. And so above as below, whatever you manifest in the spirit realm will manifest on this earth, in this physical reality. I love this card. This is like maybe one of my favorite cards, and it's the first card of the deck. It's number one. To me, it's a major arcana. It supersedes the aces of any suit. It just really, really tells you that you truly are the ruler of your own reality. You are the co-creator of your own reality. Whatever happens or doesn't happen, it's on us, guys. Kings and queens, it's on us. But you have to know that you have it all. The divine is giving it to you. That lightning bolt above his head, to me, I'm like, the divine has struck you with new things. And you have all the tools. Wow. I love it. The outcome card. Let's get it. We almost at 30 minutes. I did pretty good. I did pretty good. I know many of you, like me, y'all will probably listen to these videos while you're on your way to work or school or home or whatever. Okay, this outcome. I wonder what this means. We're going to clarify this card. The Four Swords. The Four Swords. Okay. You are needing to just really rest right now. It's not a bad card. Listen, you guys. I know this man moving on the ground, but as you can see, these wolves are protecting him. And the divine is protecting you. Because you have so many things going on, the divine is protecting you. So he's landing in on the ground, and guess what? What he's doing right now? He is retreating. He is taking his time to get downloads from the divine, your ancestors, your angels. He's making sure that all of this new beginning that he has going on, hold on, this new beginning has going on, this is combating this energy right here. It's combating that feeling of being stuck. I don't know which way to go. I don't know which way to turn. Because keep in mind, you have a lot of options going on. You do need to retreat in this time. Okay? So let's get a couple things out here. I'm going to use now I hate calling the decks because I really don't have all the cards to the decks anymore. I've had these cards for quite some time. I want to say this is called the Angel Tarot. If you know what these are here, you can put them in the comment box. But that's what they are. Okay. Let's clarify a couple of things. Let's just not any one card, but let's just get 3 cards of some guidance moving forward. I don't know who that is. Some guidance moving forward. Because I'm almost done here. I don't want to be interrupted at all. I don't want to pause this video. I started a video yesterday and I started getting all kinds of calls and I couldn't finish the video. So I was like, I'm going to make sure I do this to completion today. Y'all are strengthened. We are all strengthened, you guys. We got to remember that we are the elites. Ooh, balance. Balance says the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. And that's what he's doing. He's waiting for the time. He said, wow, whatever is working behind the scenes, I've done all I need to do. I've set myself up so that I can hear. And I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait. Knowing that all these things are in play in the background, I'm going to just sit and wait. What else is new, y'all? So I see a lot of swords and a lot of I see we started out with wands, okay, then we got into some sword energy. We had a couple cups, but those cups were more or less just letting us know that we need to just get in tune with self. Okay, get in tune with self, the matters of the heart, how you're feeling about the situations that's going on. The 5 of water, things not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing things in a positive situation, crying over spilled milk. To me, this is truly a warning. This is a warning. Don't get into the energy because things are changing, okay? And you may be getting in your feelings about why it's not happening fast enough. But like I said, you have to have that balance and you have to know when to move and when to stay, if that makes sense. All right. We're making some heavy decisions here, obviously. And I know it's all because this new opportunity for you may be overwhelming right now. But it's a good one. You have to know that when the universe gives you something, it's because you're ready for it. There's a lesson in it, one of the two. The dreamer. All right, this is the Fool card in the traditional tarot. You have to take that leap of faith. Follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities are coming. Okay? And because they're coming so fast, like in the night, this night energy here, you do have to slow yourself down and figure out what's going to happen. Strategize. Prioritize. How it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, who it needs to happen with. That was really strong. Who it needs to happen with. My intuition guides me to people, places, and jobs that I enjoy. Who does it need to happen with? Some of you might need to change your circle. All right, that contractual agreement that you had last year may not work this year. Might not work in the season of where you're going. You might have some brand new, good, fresh ideas going on, and that person is not with the program. And then it causes you to feel like, I don't know which way to go. I'm trying to please this person. but I want to go forward. It worked last time, but I don't know how it's going to work this time because I got this brand new fresh idea and they just ain't with it. You may need to change that. Like I said, this Queen of Cups here, she's sure what she needs to do, but she's like, I gotta be careful of who I put in my, what I let people put in my cup right now because we need to get this thing popping. I got some brand new downloads, and I just need to be able to execute. I feel like that may be the premise of this. You got so many options going on with this Nine of Cups. So many feelings, so many options, so many alternatives, and you just trying to wish on which one is going to be the best option for you. And I'd say you need to do yourself some justice. Maybe this is you needed to decide, make a decision for yourself on what's best for you in this season. A lot of us, y'all, we sometimes take old methods and try to apply them to new ideas, and they just don't work. They don't work out. And that message right now, that feeling of what I'm saying is coming through so strongly. I feel like that's what it is. There's a lot of great things going on for a lot of us. But as we grow and evolve and mature, circumstances around us also do the same. Okay? It's kind of like trying to put what they saying about trying to put old wine in new wineskins. It's gonna burst. I mean, excuse me, trying to put new wine in old wineskins. However, y'all get my drift. Okay. Basically, what I'm saying is you may have to switch it up. And switching it up, you might have to switch up some people and let your intuition guide you so that you can be fulfilled. We have to seek always. And this is nothing talking about stepping on anybody to get what you want. We have to always evaluate where we are and what are we feeling? What are we truly feeling? What is our intuition leading and guiding us to do? And I'm not saying for you to go out and fire your business partners, or I'm not saying any of that. What I am saying is you have to come to a common ground so that both parties, all parties involved, have a harmonious conviction about what's going on and what's to move forward on. All right, I think I have drilled that in the ground. I love you guys. I've missed you. I'm going to try to keep these videos coming. Please invite other people to look at the videos as you have found interest in it. Some of your friends and family may do so also. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm really trying to build my platform, especially virtually, since things are changing. And let me tell you the download. We have to get used to a new normal. We have to get used to a new normal. Not to say you're to succumb to anything. Be careful what you're listening to on the news. Use your own intuition. All right? The things on the news, you got to think about it. I don't really watch the news that much, me personally, because I find the news to be very pessimistic. It brings my vibrations down. I might look at it ever so often just to, to be up on some things. But if you think about it, the news gives you a lot of bad news, and it might give you one act of kindness to boost you back up. And then tomorrow it's a lot of bad news: killings, murders, rapes, robberies, da 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 da. The government. We already know politics is going to be the politics, and I'm not here to talk about politics, but I'm just saying you have to use your intuition. That is your greatest government, is your intuition, your guide within. You lay down, wake up, what you move and go to and fro with you. Whatever's deposited in you needs to guide you. I love you all, kings and queens.